I was at my laboratory bench one morning in 1980 when a young neurologist walked in and declared that he had identified the agent of scrapie, a mysterious disease that caused behavioural changes, trembling, and eventually death in sheep and goats and left microscopic holes in their brains. I'd known Stanley Prusiner for some years and had been watching the progress of his laboratory in characterising this highly unusual microbe. I'd also seen the tremendous amount of skepticism raised by his outlandish claim that it lacked genes, that it was an infectious protein. Stan's issue that morning was what to call this unique infectious agent. He had two candidates, he said, Piaf and Prion. I forget what Piaf stood for, but I said that the name was already taken by a very popular French singer. Fine, he said. In any case, he preferred Prion, a contraction of protein and infection. I agreed. What I did not say was that Prion, in my native French tongue, means let us pray, and that if he persisted with his claim of an infectious protein, he would need prayers. As we know, Stan was right, and for the discovery of prions, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1997. Scrapie is an unusual brain disease of sheep, and its cause was a mystery until Stanley Prusiner discovered prions. But scrapie is not the only prion disease. Another, which was also mysterious, and on top of that exotic, is kuru. Kuru was a human disease that was discovered and studied in the 1960s in the highlands of New Guinea, where it was spreading among Aborigines practicing cannibalism. Kuru has a close cousin called Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. The latter is present in all human populations around the world and, fortunately, is rare. Through the last decades of the 20th century, the list of prion diseases kept getting longer. Some may remember the mad cow epidemic of the 1980s and 1990s, and there is now the equivalent of mad cow disease in elk and some other wild animals. These are all brain diseases causing various motor and behavioural symptoms, including dementia. Probably the most curious symptom was observed in kuru, which was nicknamed the laughing death because of the outbursts of laughing in patients in its terminal stages. Because these diseases all cause millions of tiny holes, called vacuoles, in the brain, they're grouped under the name spongiform encephalopathies, diseases that, under the microscope, give the brain the look of a sponge. All of them are caused by a protein called PRP, short for prion protein.